Welcome to the Fox 5, the show that explores the wonderful world of Fox Rehabilitation through an original list created by a Fox colleague. That Fox colleague today is Fox Rehabilitation physical therapist Joseph Layman. Joe, welcome to the Fox 5.
Hey, how are you, Jim?
So, Joe, today's episode of the Fox 5, I think, is game-changing. Would you agree?
Definitely. This is something new to market for Fox and really to the therapy world.
All right, so let's not wait any longer. Joe, what is your Fox 5?
So my Fox 5 are 5 things you should know about remote therapeutic monitoring.
So you're using it, right?
Yeah, I was one of the first beta testers when it first rolled out, and now it's getting pushed to more and more clinicians through the practice.
Isn't it neat to think about that in the future, this is the way that things will be done, but you were the beta test. How did it feel being the beta test?
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool having, them reaching out and asking, hey, Joe, do you want to try this out in the building that you're working in and with all of your patients? So really, I took that and took the ball and just ran with it.
Let's get to your Fox 5. What is number 1? 5 things you need to know about remote therapeutic monitoring, also known as RTM.
Yes. The first thing is it provides oversight when you're not with your patient. RTM essentially is a way for clinicians to keep tabs on their patients between therapy visits. There were countless times that I wanted to know how my patient was walking when I wasn't there, and were they actually doing those exercises that I told them to do? RTM kind of gave me that glass ball insight into my patients when I'm physically not there. And the patients find it pretty cool as well because they have extra healthcare practitioner eyes on them pretty much all the time now.
Could you say that RTM is peace of mind?
It definitely is. It gives the clinician, the patient, and also the caregivers or loved ones information that the patient is doing what they're supposed to do and are maintaining those levels that the therapist discharged them at.
So Joe, that brings us to number 2 on your Fox 5.
Number 2 is RTM is using innovative but very simple technology. All the patient needs to participate with RTM is a compatible iPhone or Android. There's no stickers or sensors being strapped to them. It's very easy. All they do is put the phone in their pocket and walk, and we can start to capture data. And even with their exercises, there's really nice videos, and the phone will talk them through their exercises. So a lot of ways that the therapist is already used to delivering exercises is mirrored in RTM.
Joe, that blows my mind because when I first heard of RTM, did you ever see Rocky IV?
No, I have not.
All right, so Ivan Drago, he is hooked up to all of these wires and there's all these analytics, and I thought that's what RTM was. And then when I found out it's on a smart device, I thought, wow, that's so cool.
And it takes that pressure off of the clinician and the patient because truly you just need to, like I said, have the phone in their pocket and then they do their thing.
Our senior clinical director, Will Dieter, he's going to make you watch Rocky IV now.
Yeah. I'll have to watch it, yes.
So, Joe, what is number 3 on your Fox 5?
Real-time data and also patient engagement. When I say that, what I mean is RTM gives the clinicians real-time walking metrics for their patients. We can track their PSFS ratings that we do at evaluation. We can see trends with that, whether it's upward or downward. RTM also allows us to really measure their home exercise program compliance. RTM will put patients, helps patients put therapy in their court, because within the system, we can set reminders for patients to say, hey, you need to get up and walk, or hey, it's time for you to exercise. I also found that patients really want to impress me when I put them on RTM. So they make it a point to log in, do their walk and their exercises, and then provide feedback to me. And they'll say, oh, Joe, did you see that I walked today? So it's really just something so unique for patients that really, really gets them engaged and involved in the therapy.
That's a great point. It makes them accountable because traditionally, if you treat someone and you leave, you don't know what they're doing. So with this, everyone's kind of always on the clock. I like that.
Exactly.
And then that brings us to number 4 on your Fox 5.
Yes. Number 4 is real-time feedback provided from the patient. So within the RTM platform, there is a option for messaging. So sort of like texting your clinician. There's a video chat feature that you can use to communicate with patients. And also after a patient performs their exercise program, they can provide immediate feedback on how they felt with specific exercises or generally how did they feel. And then from there, we can make modifications that's so specific to that patient and that day based on their feedback.
And then that brings us to number 5 on your Fox 5.
Yes. Number 5, my favorite, is it is a true continuum of care. You know, if RTM isn't a true continuum of care, I don't know what is. This is a win for the patient, for the clinician, and also for the practice. Patients benefit because they are provided more oversight during their plan of care, and then also potentially after discharge. For the clinician, RTM will help manage patients to ensure that all those good exercises and activities that we prescribed during traditional plan of cares, that they are actually being performed after discharge from when we were seeing them in person. For both patients and clinicians, RTM will allow us the ability to potentially quickly switch back to restorative services, you know, that traditional in-person therapy, if it's appropriate, without having to wait around because of all the data that's collected and how that data is monitored.
So it's efficient.
It's so efficient. And, you know, that changes that old school, let's discharge and then hope for the best. And then,
Right.
you know, and then lastly, the practice benefits, because Fox has truly hit the ground running with RTM and is continuing to evolve. And, you know, they're providing these innovative ways to deliver that high quality care that we're known for. And we are maintaining that really high reputation, and really why referral sources and patients are constantly requesting a Fox clinician.
Would you say it makes Fox even better?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're the beta test. Years from now, we're going to put a plaque of you somewhere in our home office. Joseph Layman, beta test of RTM.
The coveted award.
Well, Joe, thank you. This is a great episode of the Fox 5, and I think it's game-changing. Like, it's exciting to even talk about.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, so for Joseph Layman, my name is Jim Shear, and we will see Yins later.